Shay came up with the idea of turning it into some pretty cool checkerboard or herringbone or crisscross pattern wood. And he wants to use, for one of the woods, his most favorite of all. What is that?
Birch.
That is his most favorite wood. You know why it's your most favorite wood? You ever told me? He does not know. But that is his most favorite.
Maybe I chewed on it. Maybe I chewed on it when I was little.
I can tell you for a fact that you chewed on birch when you were little. And then the contrasting wood, I want to use a piece that we have been saving for many years now. This is black walnut, but more importantly, we call this the shipwreck wood. This is a piece of black walnut, waterlogged black walnut from the Great Lakes. And we recovered it, kind of go into the water. We recovered this piece. It was so waterlogged it would not float. It's got the remains of old bolt holes and chain marks and things like that. So we have been fancifully calling it the shipwreck wood on the idea that it came from a sunken shipwreck. It could have come from a pier or something like that, but it definitely was deep underwater in the Great Lakes for at least 100 years in order to erode all this stuff, and then as the wave action, it slowly worked itself to the bank. It has got a little more of a green tint than you would consider standard in a black walnut. Sort of a green-gray color. I'd like to try to use that. It's pretty shattered, and it's completely embedded with grit, which is awesome on the saw blades. But why have it if you're not going to use it? So that is our goal today. First is to mock us up some strips out of the birch and the black walnut so we can glue them together in a nice contradictory, contrasting sort of color. Make a plank that can then be divided up to make a design that can then be turned into a sphere holder for a young man.
Yeah.
Would you hand me my earmuffs, please? And then would you put your earmuffs on? See the iron staining from the metal spikes. There was a metal spike here and a metal spike here, and it turned the wood this iron color. This is the gray color. Black walnut's actually a lot darker than that a lot of times, so the water must have bleached out the color. Kind of cool. Oh dear Lord, you can see the dust that came out the backside. This is sure hard on our blades. Well, let's try her again.
I fell far, oh boy, yeah, I fell hard. I skydived for relief into your arms.
So this has given us two of our blanks. This is roughly 2 inches wide. Now I'm going to slice them. I'm going to lay them flat, so at least I have one surface. This will now give me a second square edge that I can try to work with. The sand is just falling out of this. Oh, this is hard on my blades. Here, and it gives you a bit of a look at the coloring.
hands, yeah, you played me with that one. Round two, I'm hearing whispers. You said bittersweet till the end. Call it love, but it's poison. You miss the feel of our lips, the sweet lover's kiss. Yeah, those nights filled with passion. Your eyes locked in on mine with the promise of time. Now we can't hit rewind. And at first I was down at the love drum. Ooh. You said roses unsealed with the kiss. Do not lose it. Clever lies replace misspoken words. That you had me but left me to burn. Yeah, you want it back in, but I know so.
Wow. You're a little wild and crazy today.
What? What did you say?
I said you're a little wild and crazy tonight. Don't get mad at me. Either are or you aren't. You are.
Why are you saying that?
You still singing that song? Good to see you in the morning. Look at me, you talking a whole lot of nothing. Like, why you not asking me? Really be? You saying I love you?
Guess what, Dad? I'm using some of these shipwreck woods and some of this birch wood to make a shipwreck house.
And that's why I say you're wild and crazy tonight.
Dad, don't say wild and crazy again
Why not?
tonight. 'Cause I now can't concentrate. Now that's in my head. I just bit on the tack.
So knowing you're wild and crazy makes it difficult for you to be wild and crazy? Is that what you're telling me?
No, it makes me difficult to know tacks.
Yeah, that's kind of wild and crazy.
No, it's not. Stop saying wild and crazy, please.
Set myself up to be heard. 'Cause I hope for a different end. But hope makes things worse. A pulsing desire, pulling away. What if my heart breaks? But I want you.
Yeah.
All right. So you see what we've done? We've gone birch, black walnut, 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 and we've glued them all together in a solid sheet. So tomorrow we can make this smooth, and then we can cut it into strips like this, flip them over and make checkerboards, or we can cut it into strips sideways and flip them over and make herringbone. Basically, whatever you'd like to do.
I wasn't prepared for this. Those are never really with you. Without you, I feel alone. Pulsing desire, pulling away. What if my heart breaks?
Okay, so there it is, right? That's how it was cut on the board. Was that the picture you had in your head? Yes? No?
Yes.
That's the checkerboard you wanted? So now all we need to do is glue them up like this.
Hey, look at me. Shotgun Joe. Pew, pew, pew,
giant shotgun.
Dad, it's like an iron river of iron. See, Dad?
Yeah.
Zip. Comes to a certain point, flows over to the side. Well, that's cool.
That's just the wood grain inside.
Yeah, I'll show you it. But first, let's go get something cut.
This fight for
That was quite interesting to watch. Just pound, pound, pound. Ba-doink.
Padoink is rarely a good noise.
Why?
Usually it means something's broken.